Welcome back to Jocks of the Round Table.
Are you recording yet?
Yeah, I just started. That's why I said that.
It's probably the best.
I don't just walk around saying that.
Sometimes you might though.
Maybe.
Why don't you take that Urinal out back and urinate all over it?
It's also from Parks and Rec.
That's what somebody says to him. Okay, I guess we can just keep doing what we always do and start with any baseball talk that anybody has.
All right, well, let's start with baseball talk.
Yeah, that's
kind of a dead week.
Do you have something to say?
I do.
Okay, I wonder what it's going to be about.
Found out today a couple of big things just for. Is Sherm calling in?
He might.
Yeah, later.
At some point.
Okay. Well, this would kind of correlate to Sherm a little bit, but I was taking Emily on a walk today, and we got to talking about trying to go to a Cardinals game this year because
Pujols is back.
it's Pujols' last year and it's Yachty's last year.
Is that confirmed? Yachty's last year?
Yeah.
And it's probably Wainwright's last year too.
And so,
Just one big farewell.
I guess now with the universal DH, it's like all Albert will have to do is hit.
Mm-hmm.
And they got Paul Goldschmidt at first, and so that's a pretty good team.
So I think at his home run rate for the past 2 seasons, which includes the short season, I think he needs like 408 at bats to get to 700 home runs.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we'll probably go to a game kind of like we did last year. That's something that everybody wanted to get in on together.
Well, I know some of us had talked about going to a game, but we didn't know. We didn't know if we'd go to a Braves game or a Cardinals game or a Reds game. Yeah, we could go to a Braves and a Cardinals game. Or what if we go to a Braves and Cardinals game? That would be both in one trip.
But anyway,
I've got something that's relevant to the
shout
Braves
out
and the
to
Cardinals.
one of the.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say, what is he arguably like a top 5 player ever?
I'd say
I always split it up: position players and pitchers.
Well, yeah. So like a top 5 position player ever.
Top 3.
I'd say you could
put
easily
him-
make that
I
argument.
mean, you could put him at 2 behind Barry Bonds. You could say Barry Bonds.
What about
Albert Pujols?
Would you say Hank Aaron? Where would you have him?
Well, I mean, let's all chill out here. We got to put Griffey 1, and then.
I think Griffey's up.
Griffey's
he's
up there.
arguably top 5. Yes.
Yeah.
I just remember like at his peak, man. That swing.
Yeah, I
was
remember
just
that.
pure
When did Pujols debut?
butter.
02,
No.
03.
Longer ago than that.
I was going to say like late 90s, maybe.
I don't even know. I'm pulling it up.
He was on the cover of MVP Baseball 04.
That doesn't help me.
01.
Debuted 2001, April 1st, 2nd. April 2nd, 2001. Yeah, I'd say... Dude, he's so good. 2 Gold Gloves, people forget.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I didn't know he had 2 gold gloves.
Mm-hmm.
3,301 hits, 679 home runs, 297 career batting average. What's his career OPS? 919 career OPS.
That's insane.
Let's go to let's do career OPS leaders. Do we want to do active or all time?
All time.
All
We're talking
time.
all time for Pujols.
All time career totals.
Probably Bonds.
On base plus
and then-
slugging. It's definitely Bonds. No, it's Babe Ruth. Bonds is 5. But like some of these don't really count, honestly.
What do you mean by they don't count?
Well, I mean,
buzzing from this line.
Oscar Charleston.
Yeah, I have no idea who that is. He's probably in the Hall of Fame though.
I mean, he has 1,207 hits. Pujols is down on this list pretty far. 53rd for career on base plus slugging, but I mean,
But
like,
he's got 20 years in the league too.
I mean, there's not a lot. How many people have 3,000 hits and 700 home runs?
Well, there's only like
I would guess.
four.
I would guess 5.
There's only like 4 or 5 with 700 home runs, right?
I should know that off the top of my head.
Bonds, Aaron, Ruth.
With what? How many?
700
home runs.
There's 3.
Yeah, Bonds, Aaron, and Ruth.
Yeah. Bonds has 3,000 hits, I'm sure. No, he doesn't. Hank Aaron. Yes. Babe Ruth. No. So he would be one of 2 players with 3,700.
That's pretty crazy.
What is he on the home run list? Like 5?
How many?
Five.
697.
Who's 4?
A-Rod, 696. He's got
So
679.
he's for sure. He's gonna get 700.
I mean, he's 21.
He's 21.
And he's old. But with the universal DH, he should get the at-bats.
I'm just saying, like,
He
he
should
needs
get
3
the
home
at-bats.
runs.
For what? No, he needs
You
21.
said 697.
That's
No, 696 is A-Rod. 679
Six.
is
Okay,
Albert
I
Pujols.
got those.
Yeah.
factored in.
21.
Okay, so yeah, that'll be close.
So
3 a month.
he should get it.
Hey, I got a question. This is like a very random question. I'm just sitting here on 2K. When did Kevin Love shrink to 6'8"?
He's always been 6'8".
He used to be listed
Timberwolves.
as 6'10".
They said 6'10".
I think his hair used to be bigger.
I do remember like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, like they changed a bunch of heights to like make it more
Realistic.
accurate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
I was
like
curious.
'cause,
I
like-
could have sworn that coming out, they were like, oh, yeah, 6'10", power forward, UCLA.
yeah, because I think KD went from like 6'11" to 6'10".
I
remember
want to say
that.
he was a stud.
Minnesota, Kevin Love was a beast.
Mm-hmm.
That 30 and 30 game.
Yeah. Any other anything else baseball we want to talk about?
Did you know that Shelby Miller was 6-17 with a 3.02 ERA for the Braves in 2015? How is that possible? How do you have a 3 ERA and you lose 17 games?
The Braves sucked.
I know, but that's crazy to me.
Who else? I
Sure,
mean,
he's a
it's like
Gainesville native.
what's his name?
DeGrom.
Yeah, DeGrom having like a 2.2.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's just
He
crazy.
had
to
like
me.
a
But, like
500 winning percentage.
17 losses with a 3 ERA. The Yankees signed him to a minor league deal, so I looked up his baseball references.
Didn't he retire?
No, they signed him to a minor league deal.
I thought he like announced his retirement and then.
We signed him to a minor league deal, and he's at spring training right now.
He was filthy.
All right, hey, this is a really.
I was
this
thinking
is
of
a
Andrew
very
Miller.
Hey, wait.
Yes, he
The
just
left-handed
retired.
reliever.
Wait, John Alex.
So
My
who
bad.
would y'all say is the modern day Amari Stoudemire?
I don't know.
Oh no, that's
That's
really
so-
specific.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna in our 2K league that we've got. I'm gonna recreate the heyday Suns, and so I'm just trying to.
Okay, so like what? Amari was like 6'8", 6'9".
6'10".
Oh, he was shorter than 6'10".
Well, how old does he need
No,
to be
he
for
played-
peak
well, he played
Suns?
center.
He was he was essentially a small ball center though.
How old was he when the Suns were at their peak?
Like 24.
Yeah, 25.
Really, pretty young.
Because he was still pretty young when he got traded to the Knicks. He was like 28.
Marvin
29.
Bagley.
Probably someone.
Well,
better
yeah,
than
hey,
that.
that is who they.
Bagley's been playing
Bagley
well.
too coming up. Anyway, just a side note. Y'all keep going.
Yeah. What was? I don't remember what y'all were
We're
talking
talking about college basketball.
I didn't know.
What about John Collins?
I didn't know about anything.
Yeah, I
Don't know
like
anything
John
about
Collins.
Yeah, that's true. That's a
I don't
good
know anything about these people, guys. Nothing.
Where did John Collins play in college?
Wake Forest.
You're right.
Yeah.
Sherm, you're on the pod.
Welcome back. Hey, well, episode 35. How's it going?
That's a good impression. Do you have anything you want to say about baseball before we move on?
We haven't really said
I
anything.
wish people would quit hounding Cody Bellinger for striking out. It's just spring training. Who cares? He was baller when it came playoff time. He is a very good player. So I don't know why people are getting this upset over spring training. Like, he probably just doesn't even care and is ready for the regular season.
Well, he's a very good player that's been very bad for 2 years now.
Well,
And I think the problem is it's
not up to what he's played up to before. Probably not.
Well, it's also not up to the MLB averages.
Okay. Maybe not, but I still think he's a good. I don't care because it's spring training. Like I think people go too in depth with spring training. Now, like if it was the first 3 months in and he was striking out like this, I'd be like, okay, there's a problem.
Oh, 100%. No, people take spring training too like, not seriously is the wrong word, but they read too much into it. So like for the Yankees this year, the only spring training performances that I care about at all are Luis Severino, Jameson Taillon, and Aaron Hicks. So 3 guys that are coming off of injuries.
Patrick Wisdom is going to be the MVP this year.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, you should
2 home runs on Sunday.
Well,
Ronald Acuna. He was on pace to lead the league in home runs.
Our backup catcher that's going to be our starting catcher, he has like 3 home runs and he's played 4 games.
And
but for real, the Cubs are about to have their 3rd Rookie of the Year since 2008.
Who?
Suzuki.
Oh, Saya?
Yeah.
Saya!
What were you going to say, Mason?
Well, Acuna, before he got hurt, was on pace to lead the league in home runs and stolen bases. So...
Yeah, but like...
He did get hurt.
Yeah, but like... The Braves weren't even good when he was good. Like, they didn't play good until he got hurt.
They were better.
They were better when he got hurt.
You're talking about...
Actually, Drew, me and Oakley talked about this.
I know. But you're talking about the defending World Series champions.
They were bad. He got hurt. They won the World Series.
Yes. But
Sabermetric. Advanced analytics.
But you don't like those.
Advanced analytics.
No, I like advanced analytics. I don't like made-up numbers.
Analytics?
Made-up numbers.
Well, his WAR was really good.
That's a made-up number.
Does he have a batting stance like Matt Olson?
Yeah, that batting stance is sexy.
I don't know about that.
You're gonna get real tired of looking at it.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now. Like if he has like a week where he's batting like 100 that week and has high strikeout numbers and like no ribbies, you're just gonna be like, why are you standing like that? Why are you standing in the batter's box like that? It's gonna be like that's how I feel about like Aaron Hicks and Joey Gallo when I watch them play on one of their cold weeks. I'm like, stop standing there like that. Just stand normal. That's how Yankees fans were about Mark Teixeira in 2013 when he was hurt every 5 minutes.
Was it Craig Counsell who had like a stance kind of like that, where his arms were wide out like that?
I want to say Craig Counsell's was pretty weird.
I feel like he's trying to get like a TV signal with the bat.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, like he's holding the antenna phone.
Hey, but I'll tell you whose batting stance is one of the best of all time. It's Julio Franco.
I was about to say Julio Franco. I've always loved his batting stance. I don't know why.
Me too.
What was the one that you impersonated the most when you were a kid?
It was between Julio Franco, Gary Sheffield, and Lance Berkman.
Gary Sheffield.
Yeah. Sheffield was just so fun to... I did Edmonds, too. Get really wide.
No, why not Jeff Bagwell?
Yeah, he got real wide and low.
Yeah, but like, I grew up more in the Edmonds area. Bagwell was a little bit older.
I also grew up in the Edmonds area.
Yeah, you did. Your whole life.
You did. You're still growing up in it. Like, because, we're always growing up, technically.
It's just fun watching Lance. Like, I think
I only ever grow out now.
Okay. But it's kind of out and up, if you think about it.
And to the left.
And then we'll get shorter.
Okay, let's talk some college basketball.
Final Four preview. Elite Eight.
Let's talk about Elite Eight. Well,
and Sweet 16. Yeah. Second weekend.
I didn't watch a ton of the games. Sorry.
I did. And I hate basketball.
There's just like, I don't know, the two are blending together for me. It kind of like happened earlier when we were talking about
Dougie Bucket signed an NIL deal.
Yeah.
He's not even a starter on the team.
He's the like face though.
Yeah. Did you see
because he's the only white guy?
Yeah.
Did
you see him jumping on the table like the post game conference about that?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Jaden Ivey looked awful.
He really
against St. Peter's.
What's the guy's name? Dougie Eddard? Is that his name?
Doug Eddard. Yeah.
Doug.
So I saw a meme today. Do y'all remember the high school clip of Zion Williamson? What is it? Zion Williamson.
And the kid?
The 98th grade kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does look like
Dougie Edwards come a long way.
I started that right.
He has.
I don't know. I
What
get
else happened
depressed.
in the
I get
Sweet
depressed
16?
every time I watch basketball.
What else happened?
Let's see.
North
Sweet
Carolina,
16.
UCLA.
Gonzaga.
Oh yeah,
Gonzaga got beat
Gonzaga
by
and
Arkansas.
Yeah, we were at Grant's for that.
That was big. Yeah.
It
So
was kind of cool to see.
overall
Grant
number
getting
1
pumped.
seed loses in the Sweet 16. Probably the worst loss of any team in the tournament, if we're being honest about it.
I mean, yeah, they're the first overall seed.
Yeah, and they lost in the Sweet 16. I can't imagine being that high of a seed and losing that early.
Yeah.
Nothing compares to
Not at
that. Let me think. What were the other games? Duke beat,
Arkansas.
but before that
And,
they
Texas
beat
Tech.
Texas Tech. We
Yeah,
all had
I
Duke
really
losing
had-
that game.
I
That was
really had
depressing.
Texas Tech.
And they beat Arkansas. That was also depressing. I'm sick of seeing Duke win. I hate Duke.
I saw a tweet from an Arkansas fan that was, I was like, I can't remember what it was, but I legit was just like, dude, shut up.
Yeah. They're dumb.
Yeah, he's like, Auburn was overrated all year.
No.
Kentucky's
Well, yeah.
coach is the most overrated coach ever. Tennessee
Well, they
did
can't
Tennessee
read.
March. I was just like, only must bust, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, shut up. You guys had one good year. I mean, technically two now, but
Yeah,
like,
Hey, they just got like the number 22 player in the nation to go there.
They've got a good class coming in.
I mean, that look at the three teams that I just mentioned. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
does not
Well, North
at all.
Carolina, we established that in the text. North Carolina actually doesn't ever get good recruits, but they
Well,
end up with good recruits.
They do get good recruits. They just get guys
They
that
actually
stay.
lose their good recruits like Walker Kessler.
That's true. That's
They
true.
replaced him with
They
Brady
don't get good
Manek.
recruits, but then they end up with good recruits. It's crazy.
Well, no, they do get good recruits.
Well, you're not understanding what I'm saying. So
No, I'm not.
UCLA lost
To UNC.
UNC.
I had UCLA.
And then
yeah.
UNC beat St. Peter's.
St. Petey.
St. Peter's beat Purdue and then lost to UNC. And you go top right.
Villanova
Houston beat
beat
Arizona.
Yeah, that was tough for me.
And then Villanova beat Houston.
But Villanova beat
Michigan. Yeah. And then beat Houston. Then you go down. Kansas beat Providence. And then Kansas beat Miami. Miami had just beaten Virginia Tech. Iowa State. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Can we say that? I want to say it. I think Providence proved a lot of haters wrong.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
they definitely
they
did. I had them as a first round exit, and they went to the Sweet 16. I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
getting to the second weekend is a huge deal.
I think that over 50% people that picked that 5-12 game had the 12 winning that beating. No, they were a 4.
4-13.
4-13.
They-
San Diego State.
South Dakota State.
Yeah. I think that was one of the upsets that like the majority of people picked
Yeah.
on ESPN's.
Well, because the Jackrabbits led the country in 3-point field goal percentage.
And they
Yeah,
had
you
won
just-
like 20 in a row, hadn't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me think. All right, so Final Four preview.
I was going to say something and I can't remember. I don't know.
Duke, UNC. Apparently, I didn't look this up, and I don't know if people were being sarcastic about this, but this is the
they've
first.
never played in the tournament.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I didn't look it up. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true.
That
Yeah,
is
it's true.
That's weird.
I mean, if you really think about it, right? Like, you know, everybody's like, well, they're first and second in wins and all that stuff. Sure, but typically it would take a national championship matchup or a Final Four matchup for them to even play each other.
Yeah.
A lot has to
So,
happen.
like, the chances of it are actually, it's not that surprising.
And then
I
other
was-
side is Villanova and Kansas.
I was thinking, well, first off, once Coach K retires, I think Jay Wright is like the new guy. I've seen several people
What do you
say
mean by like
this.
the guy?
The best coach.
Like the best
I'll
coach.
tell you something. I think that Jay Wright is more of like the Roy Williams type, where he just gets it done.
Okay, well,
He won't ever. He doesn't ever seem to pull like the Jaleel Okafors.
I don't mean it in that way.
Taking shots at Coach Cal, but like the John Walls. but they just have good teams. Because I think their guys stay there 3 and 4 years most of the time.
Yeah, I don't mean it. I don't mean it in that way. I just mean like I think he's going to be the best coach.
I think it'll be him himself.
Because they're just like every year they make a run.
I just don't think Jay Wright would make it about himself like Coach K does.
Here's the question.
Definitely not.
And we saw this on Twitter. Is Jay Wright the most handsome, successful coach ever in college basketball?
Well, yeah,
because there may be coaches more handsome but not as successful, and there may be coaches more successful but not as handsome.
I feel like John Wooden was a handsome man.
Don't ever call John Wooden not handsome.
Yeah, he's cute.
John Wooden had some massive earlobes.
Well, most old people do.
Yeah.
I bet some ladies like to nibble on those earlobes.
He was a one-woman man.
Allegedly.
Also, out of all the blue bloods, I feel like North Carolina has become like the most low key.
What do you mean by low key?
Like Duke is like. I just feel like North Carolina, especially. I mean, it's probably
UCLA is more low key now.
I don't know. I think especially this year with it being Hubert Davis's first year, like they just.
Like for this season,
they
they've kind of flown under the radar, basically.
Yeah.
This year, they weren't really that good.
But even like under Roy Williams, like they just like did their own thing. Like,
No, they didn't start out good. But I think they won 13 of 15 going into the tournament.
Yeah, but until they beat Duke, they didn't have a win against a team that was in the tournament that was going to be in the tournament as an at-large.
I'm just saying,
wild.
Because Duke gets all the guys, Kentucky gets all the big guys,
UCLA
Kansas gets all the big guys. I mean,
that's all
recently Michigan State. I mean, I would say Michigan State's a blue blood.
They're not.
Did you know? All right,
they're that tier right below. They're like with Indiana.
So in one of the games I saw, it might have been the start of the St. Peter's North Carolina game. They showed like the most wins in NCAA history, and it was like Kentucky. I think it was the top four was North Carolina, Kentucky, Kansas. Maybe it might have been Duke up there.
Tournament wins or
overall?
I think Duke's passed us. We used to be first. I think we're second now.
But either way,
and I think UNC can pass.
Do you know
either UNC or Kansas can pass Kentucky?
Do you know who was number 5 on that list?
I would say
I would have never guessed it.
Well,
Army.
I'm gonna try.
Is it a team that's like good right now?
So not a tournament team, not like Georgetown or anyone.
No.
Probably not a Big East team, right? UConn, no.
No.
But no, not Butler.
Indiana.
No.
San Diego State would be my guess.
No. You got a guess?
UNLV.
No.
UNLV's a good guess.
That is a good guess.
Houston.
No. Y'all got the color right. Y'all have a guess?
You said what? The color is what?
Red.
Oklahoma?
No.
Rutgers?
No. It's Temple.
Really?
Temple, okay.
I did not know that.
That's wild.
What's his name was there?
Yeah, but like I know you're talking about.
Maybe SMU would be a good guess for that too.
Yeah, that's true.
But I would have never thought that.
Yeah, I wouldn't have either.
They were 5th all time.
I really felt good about my UNLV guess.
Yeah, that was a good guess. Running reps.
Yeah. And you were wrong though.
I know, but I felt good about it when I was guessing it. Okay, so yeah, back to actually previewing.
Final Four, yeah. Duke, UNC. I don't know. I mean, we're all cheering for UNC that game, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think UNC's got like their guards are playing really well right now.
Oakley really cheer for UNC.
What?
I said Oakley needs to really cheer for UNC.
I don't like UNC, but there's no one there that I don't like right now. And I never really
dislike Brady Manick.
I'm just saying that based on for your draft pick.
I never disliked Roy Williams either. Not in the way that I disliked Coach K and other coaches.
Roy Williams was just chill.
Kind of minded his own business.
Exactly. That's what I meant by he was low key
a
too.
Jerk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then other side, Villanova, Kansas. I don't know.
I think Kansas will win because the dude got hurt for Villanova.
Yeah.
When you lose a starter, it's kind of tough.
It's frustrating watching Kansas play because Kansas, Bill Self and Calipari run identical offenses, and so it's like I'm watching
Almost, it's
what
almost
I've
like
watched,
watching
whatever it is,
Kentucky.
35 times this year, but it's a different team, and they're doing better.
Yeah.
Except you don't have a Baji.
Well, I mean, Ty Washington outplayed Ochai by a wide margin.
Yeah,
when we played
but you got
them.
but Abaji's better.
Right
And
now.
he's 22.
Yeah.
That's honestly a big deal
Yeah.
in college, I think.
It's 100% a big deal. People don't realize that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Nova Kansas game.
I don't have feelings about
I
that game
need
at all.
Kansas to win.
I do
need
think Kansas
to
will win.
why.
because I'll win a lot of money.
Okay, so we're cheering for Kansas.
I'm
I'm fine with Kansas winning.
I'm cheering for Kansas just so I can have the first pick in the draft and take Debo.
Are you really going to take Debo?
Retro Debo Samuel.
If I'm actually top 3, I'm going to take Debo.
Well,
he's
not if
already
he's
off the
number
board.
one.
I'm going
If
to
he's
take
not off the
Debo
board.
and name my team the Retro Samuels.
Oh, come on! No!
Why don't you name it Devo's Nuts?
Because Oakley hates this guy named Retro Samuel.
I hate him.
He dresses like really.
Like
He
he's
dresses
from the
like he's
30s.
he's like a little younger than us. He dresses like he's like in the 1940s and does these Instagram reels, and they're so cringe and they disgust me. I hate it. And John Alex and Darcy always send them, and I hate it so much. I want to kill this boy.
They're very wholesome.
Not actually, though.
They're not wholesome. He just wants attention.
He doesn't actually.
Sounds like the pot calling the color black.
Ratio.
No,
Ratio.
kill that kid.
not
If
not actually.
I met that child in person, I
He's
would
not a
actually
child.
kill him.
Not actually.
You're right, because it's not illegal.
Would
yet.
you beat him up? Would you Will Smith him?
No, I'd
Wait,
kill him.
what child are you talking about?
Retro Samuel.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because Hasbull is
He's
not
a child. He looks like he's 10. Hasbulla is a child.
He's 18.
No, he's 5.
Did they ever release the Sunday stories?
Next
No,
Sunday.
it's this coming Sunday.
Or maybe the one after. Maybe it's the 9th.
No, it's the 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the 9th isn't a Sunday, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
Are we done with that portion of the college basketball?
No, I think we should pick our championship game match.
We already said Kansas
That's
versus
it.
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
UNC. We're not picking Duke.
Well, we're rooting for UNC. That doesn't
Okay,
mean
I'm
we think,
picking Duke because I'm always wrong.
just because we're going for UNC doesn't mean we think they'll win.
Is this what you call a fade when you fade yourself?
Dude, I sent it in the group. I faded myself and went 2-2, and so it just
Mason, UConn,
didn't
NC
work.
State.
I picked the opposite of what I wanted to pick in every
I
game
watched 2 games
and went
in the women's
500.
tournament.
So it's like even if I had
So
done
you
my
don't
normal
know
picks,
what-
I would have gone 500.
Yeah. I was looking at it earlier today, and UNC was plus 4.5, and I was like, well, I'll wait a couple days because I'm really low on money in my account. And,
I'm gonna bet on
so I bet
Duke.
I did a Cleveland. Like I bet on Darius Garland over on his points, and I was like, I'm just gonna put the rest of my money on UNC, like to cover. And it had dropped to plus 4, and I was like, dang,
That sucks.
that could
That could
make a big difference.
But you get your money back on push.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be a good game. I just don't.
You think it's going to be good?
You think that Final Four game's gonna be good?
I think it's gonna be Duke, Kansas.
It will be. I know. Like,
I don't
know
want-
that it's
I
going
don't
to be.
want it to be.
Have the best ratings the previous Final Fours.
Yeah, people
Yeah, I
will
think so.
tune in to watch Duke North
Because
Carolina.
there's no West Coast teams.
Yeah.
That's true.
No West Coast teams.
Did y'all see that stat where it's been like I don't know, it's been a while since a team that wasn't in Central or Eastern the time zone has won the Natty.
Really?
It's been like it's been a
So
while.
last year was Baylor. Year before there wasn't one. 2019 was Virginia.
I'll look it up.
Did Virginia win it? Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I guess y'all,
So,
I guess y'all heard this where it was like Duke or Coach K's never played in a Final Four in New Orleans.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
is that the only one?
Well, they talked about it on.
That's the final Infinity Stone.
They talked about it on Pardon My Take, and they were talking about
it, yeah.
they were talking about
Since
all the
1997, Arizona won it. Since then, Kentucky, Connecticut, it's been Eastern.
So teams outside of it. Baylor. Is Baylor Central?
Baylor Central.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Texas, yeah.
Okay.
But they were saying there's like all these things. There's all these things that
They're
are
on the eastern
potential
side.
storylines to work out for Coach
There's
K.
too many storylines
Like-
for it not to be Duke, basically. Yeah.
Because it was like they beat Arkansas, and that was like Arkansas beat Duke in '94 or something in the championship game, I think.
He's.
And so it's like he avenged that loss.
I hate him so much.
Avenged the UNC
Blake?
final game
Okay.
at
Let me see if he replies.
his final home game, and then it was like there's something with Kansas. I can't remember.
Hey,
didn't
this is a
block
complete
me.
side note, but Kristen, we've been in this week on Madden for like 3 days and you haven't played.
Okay, I was gone for 2 of those.
You've had all day today.
I haven't. I worked from 9 to 5, so I haven't had all day.
Working 9 to 5.
Okay, so I've had almost 3 hours.
And you had 2 other days to do it.
I was gone.
I advanced before y'all left.
Okay. But yeah, so
I just don't want Duke to win.
I don't either.
I don't want it to be Duke. I don't care who it is. I don't care at all. I don't want it to be
You
Duke.
want any of the other 3? Like the other 3, you're fine.
Yes. Like, I don't care. As long as it's not Duke.
Okay.
That's all I care about. If it's Duke, I cry.
I'd probably go UNC, Kansas, Nova, Duke. Like in terms of who I would want to win.
I'd probably go Villanova first. Because we don't compete with them for any recruits or anything. So I
Yeah.
don't care. UNC, Kansas, Duke.
Yeah.
I just don't want it to be Duke. That means it's going to be Duke. And I'm going to keep betting on Duke.
I mean, if you're gonna be sad, you might as well make some money. You know.
That's what they say about prostitutes.
Like, if you are a prostitute, or like
wait,
No, like, they're usually depressed and on drugs. Might as well
but
make
they're
some
making money, yeah. Okay, I didn't know what angle you were
Yeah.
going
that's when
with
the
that.
whores come in.
Exactly.
What else?
Dude, I don't even know.
I just want Kansas to win so I can win like $300.
Yeah,
That's fair.
I'm gonna have the 14th pick in our draft, pretty much, no matter what.
For sure.
Hey, John,
That's
Alex,
what Sherm said. So.
Sure,
Yeah.
run us through some draft scenarios.
did I win that game?
So there are actually 4. I didn't actually think about this one, but so based off the 4 people who are left, which is John Alex, Oakley, Juggs McBulge, aka Eric, and I don't know who ESPN 532 is.
That's Bob.
Who?
Bob.
Bob.
Yeah.
It's him.
Is he in our league?
Yeah.
Okay. So based off that, John Alex is the only one. So Kansas and Duke are mainly who people have in their Final Four. So John Alex only has Kansas. Bob has only Duke. Oakley, you have Duke and Kansas, and Eric also has Duke and Kansas.
I don't think I have Duke.
All of you only have one advancing. So John Alex has Kansas in the championship and winning the championship. Bob only has Duke in the championship. He didn't pick them to win. I think he had like Arizona or Kentucky, like we all did.
Yeah, he's not too smart.
Oakley, which has Kansas in the championship, and then Eric, who has Duke. So I ran through 4 scenarios to pile up their points, and then went through it. So the unlikely situation is Kansas loses, Duke loses. So locked in place are the back is from 9 to 16. So 16 is Judson, 15 is Rhino. Do you want me to tell the points, or you just want me to run through the brain?
No, just the names.
Okay, Christian's at 14. Whoever I don't know college hoops is at 13.
Mark.
Okay, Mark. Grant 12, Mason 11, Darcy is at 10, and then 9 is defense wins championships. Now, for the rest of these, Ivy's locked in at 8 a couple times, but there's tiebreakers for him. I don't know how y'all want to do the tiebreaker. I guess that would be a commissioner thing.
Fight till the death.
Number of correct picks.
So Ivy at 8, but he's tied with John Alex at 520. So,
Tiebreaker should be the Masters.
I think the tiebreaker should be they guess the total points that will be scored by both teams combined in the championship, and whoever closest wins.
I think everyone that's tied should pick a Masters champion, and then based on the finish, that decides the tiebreakers.
But the only ties that we'll have are John Alex and Ivy. There's another.
So John Alex and Ivy will both pick a Masters champion to determine the tiebreaker.
Okay, that's fine. I don't. All right, so
Scotty Shepard right now. Scotty Shepard right now.
All right, that works. But here's the best part: is when you send in the group for just you and Ivy to pick a Masters champion, I can think of 3 people who are going to send you a Masters champion, not including you and Ivy.
Yeah, I would do it as a joke.
I mean, now I'm going to do it so 4.
To instigate people into doing it.
So then 6 would be Bob. Then Oakley, you'd be at 5 if both teams lost. Wags would be 4th. Josh would be 3rd. Eric would be 2nd. And I would actually have the first pick.
So that's probably what you want to happen. Who are you going to take first?
I don't even think that's going to be possible to happen.
Yeah, you don't get a pick.
There's no way can do Clue.
Where am I?
Where's Will?
I don't know, man. What'd you name your team?
It's like Will's Wonderful Bracket or something.
Well,
In there. I saw we have Jackson Mitchell, who's not even.
Will, didn't you put your bracket in the wrong thing?
He did.
We'll have
So
to figure it out.
get it. What's your score?
630.
He's at
470 max. 630. I think I'm.
Wait, how's it 470 back? You're at 630 points.
No, 470
is what he's
max,
currently at.
630.
Okay. Do you have who do you I don't know. Who do you have in the next round?
In the
In the
championship,
championship.
I have
who is your score and Matt's score most similar to?
Kansas.
Oh, no.
It's like Eric.
He's in between.
I have Kansas winning.
He would
Or
be the
Kentucky
10th pick.
Which one is he?
winning against Kansas.
Will would be
He had Kentucky, Kansas with Kentucky
Will
winning.
would actually have a shot at winning it all. He'd actually have more points above John Alex if Kansas went all the way.
That's him, is it not?
No.
What?
Yeah,
No.
his.
Will has Kentucky winning it all. He only has Kansas in the Final Four or in the championship game.
Okay.
He has 470, so he would be in the 10th spot right now. And if Kansas wins, he would jump to.
I'll have to redo it with Will in there. I thought he was.
So he's where Bob is.
We can just get his final
so
score.
he's Bob.
No. He's in the same. I'm saying he's in the same slot area where Bob is in terms of potential to climb up the draft board.
Well, like if he has Kansas not only in the championship but winning,
No.
he's at.
No.
I have Kentucky winning.
If he wins out, he'll be the number 1 pick.
Sure.
Here's the more important thing: is I clicked the same link that everybody else did, and somehow I'm in Big Frick's Poppin' and not the Hershey Memorial.
I forgot about Big for
Sure.
Yeah.
He has Kentucky winning, but he has Kansas in the championship.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he doesn't have much, but I mean, he still has a really
probably the same as mine then.
a really high draft pick. So
Yeah, worst case scenario, he's 10th. That's where he's at right now.
But
I'm fine. I have a top 5. I like where I'm at. So
I have a bottom 5.
I'm 12.
Kansas wins out and Duke loses. So
Came from my
all
butt.
the way up to 9 doesn't change. He is at 8. He is not tied with anybody. ESPN 532, who is Bob, and I don't know who Bob is.
No, Mark is there. Bob's lower.
I'm not that.
And Matt is the other one.
6 is Wags. 5 is Josh. 4 is Eric. 3 is me. 2 is Oakley, and then 1 is John Alex. At 1,000 points.
Rigged.
He
Yeah, it's rigged.
Rigged for him to get Deebo Samuel.
All right, pause real quick. I do have a question for John Alex. So Will's not in the bracket, but there are still 17. And Jackson's in there. So who's in there?
Here's what I have come to understand. Somehow, some way, Jackson is in this thing, and he should. Okay. Grant put in 2. The only one we're counting for Grant's is the one that is named.
That's what I was going to say. I was saying, I think there's
one.
Yeah.
So which one? What's the other one that Grant made?
I have absolutely no idea.
Okay.
Maybe it was ESPN 53201-318.
Well, don't dox him.
Oh wow, he's doing good.
Yeah, that one is actually really good. Yeah, that is that one because it has a. Yeah, that's his.
Okay.
So Grant's other bracket's actually better than his current bracket.
I was saying I think somebody put in a second one accidentally.
I don't know who is. I don't know college. Who do we know?
Mark.
I'm going to say that's Kyle.
Could it be Kyle?
Because he named it
Kyle. It could be Kyle. Because let's see, there's Judson, Rhino, Christian, Grant, Mason, Darcy, defense wins ships.
See, I thought that was Luke.
Okay, let's say that's Luke. That does sound like something Luke would do. Ivy, myself, Oakley, Wags, Josh.
What about
Eric, Sherm?
What about Rhino?
Rhino's at the bottom.
Not credit.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so I don't know college hoops has to be Kyle.
Yeah.
So, in fact, it'd be real easy to tell that. What did he have UConn doing?
I don't know.
He had UConn. Well, he has said UConn making it to the round 32. But yeah, I'm assuming that is the order, and then wherever Will is.
Which we'll just get his final score and slide him in.
Did you send me a different link than everyone else?
I mean, I just sent the one that was in the group.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Are you winning and Big Frick's popping?
Yes.
Nice.
So scenario 3 would be Duke wins their Final Four game, which it doesn't matter if they win the championship game because no one had them in the championship, or no one had them winning the championship, and then Kansas loses their Final Four game. So we're locked in at 9. Ivy and John Alex would once again be tied at 7-8 with a total of 520 points. 6 would be Oakley. 5 would be Wags. 4, Josh. I would be 3. ESPN 532, which is Grant's old one, would be number 2. And then Eric would be number 1.
I don't like that one.
I don't like that one either.
Yeah.
That's the one I don't want to happen, which that is the Duke wins.
Yeah.
This is actually Oakley's best scenario.
All right.
This is Kansas wins the Final Four game, but loses the championship. Duke loses the Final Four game.
So UNC wins the championship.
Yes.
So you've got to be whatever you've got to do, whether it's baiting, anti-jinxing to make UNC win. You need to make it happen.
I'm gonna bet on Duke.
So 9 is locked in, or actually 8. So Ivy's not tied with anybody at 8.
Really 7 because the other
Grant's shade account is ESPN 532 at 7.
Bob.
Wax at 6. Josh at 5. Eric's at 4. John Alex is at 3. I'm at 2, and Oakley's 1.
Hey, you want to trade first rounds if that happens?
So me and you?
Yeah.
Heck no.
Okay.
I actually kind of want the number 2 pick because I know which person I want to pick from.
Hey, do y'all think Ivy would trade picks with me again?
Probably.
We got to ask him.
Ivy loves trading picks.
That also depends on who. Christian, who's your keeper?
We're resetting keepers.
Oh, great.
Not everyone knows that.
I know picking if I have the number 1 or 2 pick.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's correct. I think that's the correct
easy.
first pick.
What'd you say? The first pick?
Jonathan Taylor.
Nah, dude, it's Debo.
Well, if
It's Devo Russell Simmons.
I mean, yeah, if you want, yeah, like if you got it, that's what you would do.
If I get first pick, I'm taking
I
Debo.
feel bad that I didn't do Will.
So nobody can get him and name their team retro
Final
set.
four, but wrong.
Didn't even think of that, but yeah.
What'd y'all say?
Tua?
I said Tyreek Hill should be the first pick in every draft.
No.
Debo, though.
Because if you saw what Debo did last year, they're going to do the exact same thing in Miami with Tyreek Hill. So he's going to get like 180 touches probably.
But Debo's going to do what Debo did last year, too, though.
Yes, Debo's still going to do what he was doing, but Tyreek is a lot faster.
They're not going to line him up at running back.
Fastest human in every direction that's ever lived.
Can I make a suggestion? Next year's final, like the bracket challenge for our draft situation, so people will put their actual names in there, so that way we know who it is.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I think it's kind of fun. Like, who the hell is this?
Like I already, like Grant has 2, and then Jackson's in there.
I think next year we should make it a public bracket challenge so that we have no idea what's going
And
on.
we just have to go full on detective mode.
We have
and
no
find out
clue
who
what's
it
going
is.
on.
Yeah.
See if you can beat our league.
Yeah.
Also determining our draft order.
We should do a Jocks to the Roundtable fans tournament challenge.
Man. I'll put the same bracket in it.
Yeah. But
So
for the
why don't
fans,
we
it's
just-
public.
It's for the fans.
Oh, okay.
public.
That makes
Yeah.
more sense.
Yeah.
You won't even do it. Darcy won't even fill it out.
Fake fan.
We'll do it.
What else is there to talk about in the sports world?
The Tyreek Hill stuff, like the trades.
Yeah.
Was that since last Monday?
I don't remember.
Dude, I have no idea what has happened.
All right, so
anywhere,
this
like,
week
last
I'm
week.
I
gonna
know.
I'm gonna make a list starting from when we stop recording tonight, and I'm gonna make a list of things that happened, and we'll talk about them.
Did we talk about Matt Ryan last week?
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
we did. I think we did.
I have
Yeah.
no clue.
I'd like to talk about it. some
Yes,
more.
because we talked about where's Baker gonna go and
Oh
where's
yeah, let's
another guy gonna go.
hear what
Jimmy G.
Sherm has to say about.
Yeah, go ahead, because we didn't have you on last week.
So, this was my dream scenario out of all the scenarios because I don't hate on Baker. I do feel like he has a certain toughness to him.
Yeah.
He does overflow with confidence to the point where people don't like him, and I understand that. I think he is tough. He played with a really hurt shoulder last year with what he had, and he did what he could, and people didn't really respect him for it. So I kind of think it sucks, but they're like, hey, we can go get this guy who's a lot better. I mean, the Colts did the same thing. We got Carson Wentz, and then we're like, yeah, that's just not going to work out, and just sent him to Washington to just see how that will go. I don't expect that to go any better over in Washington with him going there.
Sounds like you're talking about election season.
Oh, I know Matt Ryan is old, but
Just sitting back out of Washington, figure it out later.
He played with a very horrible offensive line last year, and the running back situation in Atlanta was awful. I mean, he had Cordarrelle Patterson as his running back and receiver, like his number one receiver and his number one running back.
Yeah.
So I think Matt now with a strong running game, like he did when Devontae Freeman was running very well and they got to the Super Bowl. I do know they lost 28-3. They had a lead to 28-3, then lost.
Yeah.
But that was like the best the Falcons ever looked. They had a good defense, which I think the Colts have a pretty good defense. I don't think they're like stellar number one defense.
I mean, I think they're top 10.
I think they're top 10, but there are some weeks where you're like, whoa, what's going on?
Well,
there are some weeks where you're like, okay, this is a dominant defense.
Who do they have at corner this year? Because I know they traded.
They traded Rocky Sin.
Yeah, they traded Rocky Sin.
It's a sick name.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
Did they bring back Xavier Rhodes?
Thinking.
Well, they still have Kenny Moore. He's a
I haven't
slot.
heard anything about that. They have like a bunch of young guys.
New coordinator too.
Yeah, they do have a new coordinator at that.
They brought in John Fox too.
Shout out. But I'm excited about it. I think Matt Ryan can give us like 3 solid years, for sure.
I think definitely 2,
That's fair.
possibly 3.
That's fair.
Hey, back to fantasy football. Are you going to draft Cordarrelle first?
No, but if I have him on my team, I'm not going to trade him.
Are you going to name your team Jeffrey Dahmer's Cordarrelle Pants?
No.
Are you trying to Wampachonk over there?
What was I gonna say?
Explain what Wumpa chunking is, Oakley.
No, I can't do that. We're going a whole episode for that.
I think if the Matt Ryan thing didn't happen, I guess I'd have been okay with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
There's not much left to move. I mean, unless the Colts were going to trade like a bunch of either raw talent or future picks, a first-round pick this year to draft a quarterback, but I don't think they would have done something like that at all.
No.
Got to make a move like that. He likes more veteran professional guys at quarterback. I think that's why he likes Phillip Rivers so much.
Yeah.
And I mean, last time the Colts had Phillip Rivers, even if it was his last year, I mean, they actually looked really good that year.
They did, yeah.
So that's all I got to say about the Colts. I feel strong. I don't know if we'll win the division. It'll be another year. I mean, you've got 2 really good teams in the division.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
the second really good team.
Texans, Davis Mills.
I think if the Colts can get like another good receiver, like a deep threat, then
Odell.
I don't know. He's not going to play for a while.
It will be like week 10, 12. I don't know. And that the wide receiver situation's been kind of iffy for a while now. T.Y. is he's not the same guy anymore.
Yeah.
Pittman's solid.
Good.
I think Pittman's is a really good number 2 receiver in the league.
Yeah.
He's not an over the top guy.
I think he is a solid, like one of the better number 2 receivers in the league.
You just need somebody to stretch the field.
Yeah.
And I call him a strong hand guy.
Yeah.
Like, he reminds me of Larry Fitzgerald. Like, if it hits his hands, he's going to make the catch.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of the time. So, I know we got rid of Jack Doyle. Some people will be sad. I was okay with it because I hate Jack Doyle.
Yeah.
Mean.
I hate him. So, we've got some good guys. We got Mo Alley Cox and, Granson, who was Frank Reich loves Granson. He brought him in I think from Louisiana Tech. He's a big, big fan of his when he was in college. So, I think tight end situation will be fine. Probably look to add another tight end body, like blocking in there.
Yeah.
Roster before the season starts, just so we can go 2 tight end set and run with, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Trying to think of a Colts segment for next season that we have every week, where Sherm and Will update us on the Colts. Not like on the field stuff, the inner workings.
The horse.
We can do that because it's really, out of our entire friend group, it's just Titans fans and then just me and Will who are Colts fans.
Well,
and then Patriots.
I'm a fan of none.
Well,
You're a fan of...
You're a fan of the sport.
I'll pick a team for this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pick a team for this season and
you could do that
track them.
Just like every season.
It's got to be an NFC team, though.
Okay, I'll do an NFC team.
You could just pick a team every season.
And it's got to be a team that was eligible for Hard Knocks.
I think you got to
no playoffs, no new coach.
Right at 500.
Do what?
I think you have to pick a team that was around the 500 area.
Minnesota.
So that they're either going to be like
new coach.
Either 500 again will be really bad, or they're probably going to be like, oh, they're really good. They've come a long way.
I think you should be a Lions fan.
Well, so here's what I want to do. I want to pick a team that was kind of bad,
Lions.
and then I, through my fandom, will pull them to 500.
Lions.
Detroit.
I can't hear
That's the move, Lions.
I don't want to do Lions.
Or Chicago
Bears.
new coach.
Oh. Seahawks.
Now, hold on. Let me find.
Throw the ball to DK.
How do you do?
Seattle. That's your guy.
No, I hate Seattle. I love DK. I hate Seattle.
You could be
Carolina.
No, I want a below 500 team that I can pull to 500.
Atlanta,
yeah.
Yeah.
Felipe Franks at quarterback.
No, it's Marcus Mariota at quarterback. That's my team.
I forgot.
is it the Falcons?
I think it might be the Falcons. I think I'm going to be a Falcons fan.
John Alex might know
What about
this because I know
AFC?
good
Washington.
at knowing how the draft's going to go. But where are these quarterbacks going to go in the first round?
Carolina, right?
I think Malik Willis will go top 10 because I think somebody's going to reach on him. But I don't think he should. I think 20-ish is around where they'll start going.
Oh, I read today that
Sauce Gardner.
that the Eagles front office are discussing making moves to land in a quarterback spot to draft another quarterback.
I think they could. They're at 15, 16, and 19. They could definitely draft a quarterback.
Well, they definitely.
That's what they're discussing
one,
if they need to move up to get get
Actually,
whoever they want.
They don't need to draft one because they have Gardner Minshew.
Jalen Hurts.
I'm just saying Gardner Minshew is better than Jalen Hurts
Well,
as a thrower of the football.
I agree with that.
He is way better.
I mean, I would like Gardner Minshew to come to the Titans.
instead of Tannehill.
I think
he would
if
be a
you
good
get
backup.
to the Titans roster and playbook, I feel like he does exactly the same thing Ryan Tannehill does.
For a
Is
lot
he-
cheaper.
For a lot
cheaper.
cheaper, yeah.
Is he too good to be a backup quarterback?
He's a winner.
I think so.
That's the problem, though. Like, do you want a good backup quarter? You want someone who's like, they're fine, but they're not that good because you don't want
Someone
On a
who's
contender,
serviceable.
on a contender, you want a good one.
I don't know if you want to. I think you want like a John Walford.
You think the Titans are happy with Logan Woodside?
Well, they're not a contender. They don't. They have Ryan Tannehill, a quarterback. They're not a contender.
The Colts were a contender with Peyton Manning, and then Curtis Painter had to come
I was
in.
gonna-
Yeah, exactly.
Jim Sorgi.
I mean, the Bucks.
Yeah, but also-
have Kyle Trask. I mean,
Quarterbacks don't really get hurt anymore. They kind of can't touch them.
that's true.
I want to know about the Patriots.
I don't know, I think you want a glue guy that kind of sucks at football as your backup quarterback.
That's
I think-
like clipboard Jesus.
I think
Chase
you
Daniel.
need like a Chase Daniel guy.
Charlie
Give me a glue
Whitehurst.
guy.
Like he can come in if you like really need him to.
Nick
Like,
Foles.
he can start a game.
Ben DiNucci.
Like Chase Daniel can start a game if you
Ben
need him
DiNucci,
to.
you
but,
know.
Trace
he, like,
McSorley.
Trace McSorley.
Throw it on a
Throw it
dime.
dude. He's the guy. There you go. Yeah.
People forget Chase Daniel, college quarterback at Missouri.
Yeah.
he was
Heisman, second.
When
Finished
they
second.
played, they were
He was
ranked
awesome.
number
I didn't know how to say that
2.
sentence.
They were ranked number 1 in Kansas. Kansas football was ranked number 2 when they played each other. in that
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
That's the year that Kansas went to. They go to the Orange Bowl that year.
I think so.
They had their-
It was Bridge coaching them too, wasn't it?
They had the quarterback for Kansas on the cover of NCAA 08 football
Oh God.
on PlayStation 2 because that was when they were doing
how many
the for
points Clay
different the different consoles, different covers.
Yeah, because I think
No,
Brian.
they're playing the Wizards.
No, he was on 10.
I thought.
Okay, that's different.
It might have been no. Reggie Bush was 07. It was 08 or 09. I think it was 08, and then 09 was Deshaun Jackson on PlayStation 2. That's what I had.
Yeah, I don't know.
It might have been the Boise State quarterback on
He was
08.
on one of them.
Might have been Boise State quarterback.
Christian, what are the Patriots looking like right now?
I don't know.
Stagnant.
They
I know
need
they're going to stock up on defensive talent in this draft. They do it every year, and they get you better. So,
they need a receiver though.
like, what kind of a receiver?
A deep
One
throw.
that catches the ball.
So they just need an over-the-top guy. So
Yeah.
Just give him anybody. Mac will throw
Or-
anybody.
Like John Alex said, they just line up and the wing tee and
Dude, they might.
they did it against the Bills, who had one of the best run defenses in the NFL.
yeah, but I mean that was very extreme circumstances.
Well, even in that, I've played offensive line in extremely rainy weather. It doesn't help you as an offensive lineman. Like, you lose your footing, you can't block very well. Like,
Your pants
you
are
can't
wet.
push people 2 to 3 yards downfield. You literally have to hold them in place or put them in the ground right where they're at.
You're trying to grab a wet guy. Dude, I've got to take that.
I did have to do that.
It's a heart.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think they need another corner.
Do they really?
Well, they let JC go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have like 6 other defensive backs who play all the time. They're really good.
They've got some young guys.
Oh, they signed Malcolm Butler.
Yeah, that's not that good.
Wait, did Trey Flowers go back?
Tree Flowers?
I think it's Trey.
No,
Yeah,
Trey they had to play against.
Oh, okay. We were talking about corners, so I thought you were talking about TRE Flowers, not TREY Flowers.
I'm talking about the actual Trey, the real Trey Flowers.
Okay.
Would he please stand up?
I didn't see it. I didn't see anything about that.
I thought he was. I'd heard that they were thinking about releasing him from the Lions at one point, which I
Maybe.
think would be great.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I was like, if they release him, Bill will sign him like in a heartbeat and get him back on the team. I think.
Yeah.
Is it time for some fully torqued?
Yeah, we're probably gonna. Sharm, we're gonna do fully torqued. Do you have one?
Let's see. I mean, my fully torqued is. Just the NCAA championship coming up. I mean,
I hate it.
I don't know what else is going on, really. Basketball, NBA basketball is going on. I'm not really watching that at the moment.
Sucks.
I went to. Can I tell you about my fully torqued for the last week?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah,
I went
retroactively.
Semi-professional hockey game, which those are the best to go to. And it was, I didn't know this, but in Birmingham, they have a team called the Birmingham Bulls.
Yes.
And they played the Knoxville Ice Bears. And I just want you guys in Tennessee to know that the Knoxville Ice Bears are hardcore. They don't play around.
It's a sick name.
Ice Bears?
That's sick.
That's awesome.
I saw so many fights. I saw a dude get his head shoved into the glass like 3 times. And I'm not talking like just like a tiny shove. I'm talking about like the dude grabbed it with 2 hands and like slammed it into the glass twice. And it was very violent, and I enjoyed it.
I love it.
That's sick.
And I feel like there should be more semi-professional teams because they always get in fights, and it's way more fun to watch.
They're wild, dude.
A lot more
They're the Ice
scoring.
Bears.
Like 6 total goals in the first period.
I
That's
want
crazy.
that.
John Alex, are you there? I guess not.
He left.
Hey, well, he fell asleep.
Okay.
You got a poopy
Oakley,
diaper.
do you have your fully torqued?
No, so let's go.
All right,
I'll think of one.
I'm fully torqued because this weekend is opening day of turkey season in Tennessee, so I get to go hunting some more.
Yeah.
How was last weekend?
It was a great time. Great time. Killed a good gobbler in Florida. It was very hot.
It looked good.
I wish it was.
It
hot
was
up here.
fun. It was a great time.
I had a great time.
It'd have been funny. I saw the picture. I was like, I really think it'd be funny if he just cut the beard off that turkey and then actually put it on his face.
Yeah, that would be funny. You should do
It
that
would be
next time.
funny.
Yeah.
No, well, what do they call themselves? Conservationists?
Yeah, something like that.
They would not be happy. with
No,
that.
they would not.
They would exclude Mason from the club.
That's true.
That would be shunned.
Will?
Our buddy Rhino's bachelor party this weekend.
Yeah.
What y'all gonna do?
Just hang out in Nashville.
Going to play golf.
That's cool. Where y'all playing?
Harpeth.
Yes. I love playing there. I love it.
Wait, do I know this, Ryan?
Rhino.
Is this shredded?
Yes.
Yeah, Rhino shredded.
Dude, no.
Yeah,
Is
dude.
Judson going?
Yeah, Judson's going.
Judson's going to be such a party pooper.
Yeah, no, he is.
He's gonna poop on the party.
He might actually, but I feel like you guys are going to be having a good time. Be like, guys, we can't do this, dude. I'm not married.
Wait, is Brady going?
I don't think so.
Okay, because he texted me because we were going to play golf next weekend. He's like, well, I'm going to play golf for a bachelor party next weekend. So I thought maybe it was the same one, but it sounds
I
like
don't
it's
think
not.
so.
I don't
Sounds
think
like
he's
multiple
going.
people are getting married. Maybe it's Ryan's wife. Future
Yeah.
wife.
Yeah.
He's actually probably going to use that excuse on you, but it's really just going to be Teeny telling him he can't go.
No, not
Actually,
Judson.
yeah, it is.
Different guy.
He is
Brady
going.
in there?
Yeah.
Probably. Well,
I
Brady,
didn't
they
realize
live
that.
together
Okay, so
in the
yeah,
village.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. So there you go.
I must have missed his name.
It'll be a good time.
Well, that would be my fully torque, but I don't want to.
No, you gotta pick a different one now.
So, last episode of Attack on Titan.
I thought you were going to say Jocks the Round Table.
No,
Thought you were going to pull
that
out a
would
gun.
not be fully
I
torque.
thought you were going to pull out a gun.
Ooh, what you say?
Well, what's that
So
tonight?
this weekend, Christian?
This Sunday, yeah, this coming Sunday.
Okay, so I looked this Sunday and it wasn't there.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
it got delayed a week.
why?
I don't know. They just did it.
4-hour episode.
I
To build
wish.
my anticipation up more?
Why
Yeah.
would you want to watch a 4-hour episode of anything?
Well, I watched a 4-hour movie.
That's different. It's
4
a movie.
hours?
You get the whole thing.
What
A
was it?
4-hour episode would just be a 4-hour movie, essentially.
What did you watch that was 4 hours?
The last
Justice?
Transformers.
No, Justice League.
No,
No.
it wasn't 4
Yeah, he
hours.
watched it.
4 hours?
Justice
the
League
director's
Snyder,
cut of
the Snyder cut. It was 4
The
hours.
Return of the King.
Yeah, those are like 3.5 hours.
Are you serious? But that's not
Totally,
4 hours. though.
essentially where...
No, the third one's like 4
Gone
hours.
with the
Yeah,
Wind.
okay, well, yeah.
That's not 4 hours.
Oh,
It's
that's
long.
a long movie.
Well,
We're
I don't know
Gone with the
exactly.
Wind.
But yeah, the Snyder cut of Justice League, 4 hours.
Dude, I could not watch something for 4 hours.
It was amazing, though.
Unless it's a
It was
baseball
really
game.
good.
A lot of...
Football game.
yeah,
They
so
did
the
some
Return of the King
quadruple
non-director's
overtime.
cut is 3 hours and 21 minutes.
Okay, so yeah, the director's cut is 4 hours. And you,
What?
like the Lord of the Rings movies, you have to watch the director's cut. Like you have to watch the whole thing.
Why?
It's
Much
better.
better. It's better, dude.
Never seen any of them, so.
You need to watch them.
Something's wrong with you.
I mean, you've listened. You know my takes on movies. They're not good.
Oh, I got excited. I
oh,
saw a
y'all did
tweet.
The best movie reviews. I was cracking up.
I saw a
But,
tweet that
Yes. Oakley on his was it Monster Inc.'s pick? I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
sure.
it's the
Yeah,
best.
I agree with that.
Love
No,
Monsters.
You're
Inc.
wrong.
Incredible.
It's
Out
incredible.
of all the Pixar movies, I believe that is the best one.
I
4
saw a
hours and
tweet.
10 minutes.
I saw a
Incredibles.
tweet that No Way Home was on Amazon Prime. I was like, dude, what's
Is
up?
it?
I was like, we're gonna watch it.
Yeah.
And I looked up. It's $20.
What,
Like that's not on Amazon Prime.
No, you know what?
It's 21.
Hey,
Yeah,
I could have
20
watched it for
bucks.
free on the plane. I saw it on there and I'm like, I'm not doing it.
You didn't
I'll
do it?
probably
I
buy
would've
it.
done
My plane ride was an hour and 15 minutes, so I wouldn't have
Oh
time
yeah,
to finish it.
Dude,
But
no
buy-
way. $20 to rent it?
I'll probably buy it. And y'all
No,
can
it doesn't
just-
have a buy option on there yet.
Well, it
it's
will
just
eventually.
rent. I know.
In the next couple weeks.
Hey, yeah, but hey, we'll watch it when I move in. We'll watch it one night.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
Do that, I guess. We'll all chip
Movie
in.
Night Boys.
Because you've watched the first two, right?
I watched all of them, but that one.
Okay.
Well,
Which
I
one
watched
is-
the
what
first
is this?
3 and then the next 2.
Okay,
and
I'm
then
talking
the next
about-
I haven't seen the middle two. I need to watch the middle two.
You don't really need to.
No, the first one of the middle two is good.
But you don't really need to watch them.
For No Way
They're
Home,
fine.
I think you need to have seen all of them.
All right, so watch them. There's a lizard and a
And then
shocking
there's
black
a
guy.
shocking.
Jamie Foxx.
Well, a black guy that
Whoa.
has electricity that turns blue. He turns
Whoa.
blue.
Yeah, he's a blue guy.
He's a blue guy.
It's kind of like Avatar, but shorter.
Oh, Avatar, good movie.
Avatar sucks. I think Avatar sucks.
I think it's good. I just think it's
I hate
overrated.
it. I don't like the hair to the tail thing of the thing, and then they do hair to hair, and it's like, well,
I
does that
think-
mean that you were just doing it with the...
So I made a dude on 2K.
It was great.
I met a dude on 2K, and is it 7'3" glass clean lockdown center, black dude with a long ponytail.
So he looks like an Avatar.
I named him
black.
Blavatar.
Wow, Mason.
Anywho, mine is softball Thursday.
Good call.
Do what,
I
Sherm?
thought someone else was going to take it, so I was trying to think of something
that
else.
comment doesn't come back to haunt you.
Nah, I won't.
Yeah, I won't.
We've said worse things.
I said something.
Well, I've
one of the last
said-
2 episodes.
I mean, I play with like a group of, or one dude on my team is black that we play with in the rec, and he thinks it's funny. So
Yeah, he's got a black friend, so it's cool.
Okay, he pass on to this.
He clearly isn't racist. He
Here,
was a
get
black
that
guy.
written.
I can't be racist. I have a black
who
friend.
said that? Where did I see that? Somebody said that, and they got like
Darren Ravel said,
they got shunned for that.
He has like a bunch of.
I
like,
have a lot of black memorabilia. I can't be racist.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what?
history
Yeah,
of
I remember
memorabilia.
that.
Oh, man. Yeah, no, softball Thursday. Very excited.
I forgot
Should be
about
fun.
Dang, I can't go listen for turkeys.
Probably going to hit, like, a bomb.
I'll probably get on base Like I'll get a single 2 times.
Probably.
I'm gonna
2 or
be
3
so
times.
bad hitting.
Who
the
are we
ball.
playing?
I thought Christian was talking about a date.
BUMC or something like that.
Who? What'd you just say?
He said he thought I was talking about a date.
Oh,
I
like
said I'm going to
hooking
get
up?
on base.
Yeah.
Nice. First, second, or third, or all the way.
Third. Christian likes to sprint to third base and then just stay there.
Yeah.
Hey,
I'm
nothing wrong with
I'm
third
hitting a
base.
bomb.
Are you? I'll try.
What?
Okay, let's stop so I can know when to. Okay. So, picking back up. What we all do if I hit a home run this season?
I'll high five you for sure.
That's it.
Do you want us to do something?
Like it needs to at least be a crisp high five.
Yeah, no, it'll be crazy.
What if I hit a home run?
I think that's a
Well,
little
I have no
more
expectations
reasonable.
for you because I haven't seen you play.
You hitting one is more reasonable than me.
I have no power.
I don't have great power either. Although I did hit one almost to the fence last year.
I feel like when Christian hits a home
I
run,
hit one this year.
you guys won't even pay attention to him
really?
walking back into the dugout.
I'll blink and continue playing.
Yeah, I'll hit one and it'll be like a 1-run homer. So it'd be like a waste of
A
a home
solo
run.
homer.
There you go.
Am I wrong though?
How many home runs did we get in this league?
Yeah, but that's like saying I hit a 4-run home run.
I know. I'm just saying it is the.
How many home runs are we allowed this time?
4.
That's less than last time.
Yeah.
I thought it'd
Because
be
we're
more.
in the lower.
That's
I
a
thought it
lot.
would be
Less.
more.
Well, I'm gonna waste one
We
game.
probably hit 4 in a game last year, right? I know we never reached 6.
I think we hit 4.
We probably hit 4 in a game. There was a game where Will had 2, I had 1, and Steve had 1. I know.
Yeah.
Can I give you guys some advice?
Yeah.
Yeah, go
Okay,
for
so
it.
you guys are getting older now, and so
Says
like,
who?
if every second you're getting older. So one
You're
thing,
not
and John Alex has probably had to do this as well. you
Talking about a prostate exam.
Take risk like you used to. Okay, so don't Oakley. Don't be out in center field and be like, "Yeah, I got to die for this ball," because the next thing I'm going to hear is like, "Yeah, Oakley's in the ER. His arm snapped in half."
No, there were times in the fall when we played where like I did die for a ball and it just knocked the wind out of me. I was like, oh, it didn't used to do that. This didn't used to hurt.
Because like,
And then there are also balls that like I didn't get to that I was like, dude, that was like
I used to
2 years ago. That was a jog for me to get to that ball.
Yeah.
Now I'm out of breath.
2 years ago, I was on a lake on an inner tube, and I sprained my MCL so bad I couldn't walk right for 2 weeks. So you can't do stuff like that when you get older, because you're going to look like an idiot when you go into work and you have a sling or a brace or you're like limping, and people are just going to make fun of you.
Oh, I'll just lie and say I fought off a bear or something.
Yeah, that was me when I
Or
took
an
that ball to
alligator.
the ankle.
That's true. Oh, I thought you were gonna say when you
When you
broke
and
your
Garrett
eye.
ran into each other.
So like, just don't lay out. Don't be the hero of the softball game, because like if you are the hero, only 10 people will know.
What if we do?
Dude, there's
what if-
always tons of chicks at those games.
What if we need a hero?
That's true.
I would let someone else be that hero.
The team is holding out for a hero.
Selfless.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody be selfless.
Well, unless you got handsome Shrek on your team, don't be a hero.
Who's the youngest on our team? Connor?
Condor? Yeah.
Connor
I
could
would
be the hero.
put the youngest person who is less prone to get hurt in the place that's most dangerous, so that way you don't put yourself in that situation.
Well, Wags is the pitcher.
Oh, that's fine.
That's true.
Because
I'm just telling you, like, I can't inner tube because like all I think in the back of my head
Because
is
I'm not pitching anymore.
tear my
well, that's not what I
ACL.
was going to say. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not pitching.
Well, Sherm, I think we're gonna call it.
That's fine. I'm glad that you guys had me on as a guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, anytime.
First, is that
All
Well,
First time caller, long time listener.
does Judson count as a guest on the first episode?
I forgot about that.
wait, you had Judson on before me?
It was the first
This
episode.
was
He
the
was going to
first-
be on the pod with us, and then he just vanished.
Yeah.
It sounded like he faded you guys pretty hard.
No,
Yeah.
he did though.
He did.
Go back and listen to the first episode. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Is Dee on there too?
No.
Maybe it's on. It might have gotten deleted on accident.
Yeah, I don't know because we had
It's
problems for a while.
Huh?
No, she is not.
Is Dee, because she's got him pretty chained up pretty well.
No, it's
so I
Jocks
I
of
took
the
Dee.
round, not Jocks and Jills of the round table.
Yeah, good point.
Just gonna go jail myself real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, Sherm. We'll talk to you later. I appreciate you coming on and being a guest.
Sayonara.
See ya.
Okay,
Sherm
see ya.
Edwards, you play to win the game.
That's right.
All right, so this will be up tomorrow morning, and we'll do it again next week.
Lord willing.